Did you know that right now, Japan has over 90,000 people living past the age of 100? That's more centenarians per capita than any other country on Earth. Now, compare that to the US or much of the Western world. We spend billions of dollars every single year on expensive gym memberships, high-tech fitness apps, and trendy supplements. And yet, for most of us, what happens after 50? Chronic disease, that nagging joint pain, the stiffness in the morning, and the slow, creeping cognitive decline. That brain fog, we're told, is just a normal part of aging. It still hits most of us, and it hits hard. So, what are the Japanese doing differently? I can tell you, it's not just the sushi and green tea, and it's not just good genes. When researchers from top institutions like Harvard Medical School and Stanford University studied Japan's oldest citizens, people well into their 90s and 100s who were still sharp, mobile, and completely independent. They discovered something completely unexpected. It wasn't what they ate, or even how they exercised in the way we think of exercise. The secret was hiding in plain sight. It was a series of 6 simple daily movements. Movements so subtle, so gentle, that for decades, Western doctors and fitness gurus dismissed them as too basic to matter, until brain scans, balance tests, and joint imaging told a very, very different story. And here's the kicker. Are you ready for this? One of these movements, done for just 2 minutes a day, was directly linked in a massive 20-year study to an average 7-year increase in lifespan. 7 more years. So if you're a 50+, if you're starting to feel that stiffness in the knees when you get up, if your reflexes feel a little slower, or if that frustrating brain fog is sneaking in, stay with me. You are about to discover 6 ancient movement habits that could help you age like the Japanese, with clarity, balance, and strength, all without pills, without expensive gym gear, and without ever needing to break a sweat. Before we get started, I want to build a community here. Please, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. It's wonderful to see how far this message of health is reaching. We'd love to hear from you. All right, let's begin. We're counting down from 6 to 1, and you do not want to miss number 1. Number 6, the art of slow walking Sampo. First, I need you to forget everything you know about walking for exercise. This isn't power walking with earbuds blasting, pounding the pavement, trying to burn calories. This is Sampo. It's a quiet, mindful form of movement practiced by Japanese elders every single morning. And it might just be the most underrated health habit in modern medicine. In Sampo, you walk at about half your normal pace. There's no rush, no jarring impact, just a calm, deliberate rhythm. It's often paired with a specific breathing pattern. You inhale for 2 steps, you hold your breath for 2 steps, and then you exhale slowly for 4 steps. That's it. Sounds simple, right? But here's the magic. This specific walking-breathing combination has been shown to sync the cardiovascular and nervous systems. It lowers blood pressure, it improves brain clarity, and it enhances balance by reactivating the deep, tiny stabilizing muscles in your feet and legs that we almost never use. A 10-year study from Kyoto University, a major study, found that seniors who practiced Sampo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness. That means their arteries were more flexible, more youthful, which is a huge factor in preventing heart attacks and strokes. They also walked with the grace and stability of people 20 years younger. Why? Because walking slowly, really slowly, forces your feet to fully engage with the ground. Each step rolls from the heel to the arch to the toe. This activates all 33 joints in each of your feet. Our feet are trapped in stiff, supportive shoes all day. We've forgotten how to use them. This movement sends new signals to the brain, retraining your balance system, especially the parts that deteriorate with age. You won't find this in a gym, you won't sweat. But after just a few weeks, many report feeling more grounded, mentally calmer, and physically stable. Tip: start with just 10 minutes. If you can, do it on natural terrain, like grass or even dirt. Concrete works, but uneven surfaces engage even more of those micromuscles. And remember, this isn't just walking. This is how the Japanese tune their bodies and brains every morning. You can too. Number 5, Radio Taiso, the 3-minute morning ritual. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., a soft piano melody plays on the national radio all across Japan. It's not the news, it's not the weather. It's a signal that millions of Japanese, young and old, are about to move in sync. It's called radio Taiso, or radio calisthenics. It's a flowing 3-minute routine of 13 gentle stretches. It was designed way back in 1928, and it's still practiced today by office workers, school children, and most importantly, by seniors. But don't mistake it for a workout. There is no sweating, there are no holding planks, no downward dogs. It's just rhythmic, continuous movement, gentle arm circles, forward bends, side stretches, knee lifts, all done gracefully, almost like Tai Chi, but simpler. In a study of over 8,000 seniors, those who practiced radio Taiso daily had 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and they maintained a full range of motion in their hips and shoulders, even well into their 80s. Why does it work? Because this simple 3-minute ritual lubricates the joints. It stimulates the production of synovial fluid. That's the body's natural joint oil. It's like the WD-40 for your body. Without it, stiffness, arthritis, and that grinding feeling set in fast after 50. And here's the best part. It's only 3 minutes and 15 seconds long. You can do it in your pajamas. You can do it in your kitchen, barefoot, no equipment needed. Tip: want the maximum benefit? The Japanese do it right after waking up. Why? Because that's when your body's growth hormones are peaking, and your muscles and joints are most responsive to gentle movement. It's not just stretching, it's renewal. Done one breath and one simple movement at a time. Number 4, deep squat rest, the lost human posture. Walk through a park in Tokyo, and you'll likely see something that might surprise you. Elderly men and women in their 70s or 80s, not sitting on benches. They're resting comfortably in a deep squat, heels flat on the ground, back straight, just chatting, reading, or even trimming bonsai trees. Now, try that. Here in the West, most people over 50 can't hold a deep squat for more than 10 seconds. If at all, our knees protest, our hips scream, our heels pop right off the ground. And it's not just about flexibility, it's a fundamental human posture that we have lost. And we lost it because of one simple, everyday thing. The chair, the comfortable, padded recliner, the office chair, the car seat, they are slowly robbing us of our natural mobility. In Japan, sitting on the floor and squatting isn't exercise, it's just life, and that's what makes it so powerful. In a 12-year study of over 5,000 seniors, those who could hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living later in life. Their hips stayed mobile, their knees stayed strong, and their independence stayed intact. Biomechanically, deep squatting opens the hips through their full range. It strengthens the pelvic floor, which is crucial for bladder control. It decompresses the spine. It keeps the ankles mobile and nourishes the joints. Tip in safety. This is the one that discourages people. So start slow. Stand near a wall or a sturdy chair for balance. If your heels won't stay down, and they probably won't at first, place a small rolled-up towel under them for support. Just hold for 20 or 30 seconds. Do it a few times a day. Build up slowly. This isn't just a stretch. It's your body remembering how it was designed to rest, restore, and realign without ever leaving the ground. And once you get it back, you'll never want to sit the same way again. Number 3, single leg standing balance that builds the brain. In Japan, doctors don't just prescribe pills for aging, they prescribe this. Stand on one leg for 1 minute twice a day. It sounds almost silly, doesn't it? But the research is absolutely staggering. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University followed 12,000 older adults. The findings were incredible. Those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures. Think about that. A hip fracture is often the beginning of the end of independence. 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations. And this is the amazing part. Higher gray matter volume in areas of the brain responsible for balance and coordination. When you stand on one leg, your body is forced to make hundreds of tiny micro-adjustments every single minute. It activates your core, your ankles, your hips, and even your inner ear's balance system. And your brain. It lights up like a Christmas tree. In fact, researchers at the Mayo Clinic now say your ability to balance on one leg is a stronger predictor of longevity than your cholesterol or blood pressure numbers. Here's how to start safely. Stand near a wall or a countertop. Lift one foot just 1 or 2 inches off the ground. That's it. Focus your eyes on a fixed point ahead of you. Breathe normally. Start with 20 or 30 seconds on each leg. Too easy? Try it with your eyes closed. It's much harder. Or stand on a folded towel to add instability. Japanese seniors often do this while brushing their teeth. They turn an everyday 2-minute habit into a powerful longevity ritual. Tip: as you get better, add slow head turns or slow arm movements. This challenges your brain to adapt in real time, improving what scientists call neuroplasticity. It's balance training for the body and the brain, wrapped into 1 minute of mindful stillness. And if you're thinking, I don't have time, you already brush your teeth, don't you? Why not age-proof your brain while you're at it? Number 2, floor sitting transitions your daily longevity test. In Japan, sitting on the floor isn't unusual. It's daily life. They eat on the floor. They drink tea on the floor. They watch TV on the floor. And that means they also get up and down from the floor dozens of times a day. But here's what most Westerners don't realize. This one, humble movement, going from standing to the floor and back up again, might be the single best test of how well you are aging. A massive study from the University of Tsukuba followed over 10,000 older adults. They found that those who could sit down on the floor and rise back up without using their hands, or even using just one hand, had dramatically better lower body strength, better joint flexibility, higher cognitive scores, and, shockingly, a significantly lower mortality rate over the next 6 years. Why? Because this transition isn't just physical, it's neurological. It demands coordination, core stability, spatial awareness, and motor planning. All things that silently decline after 50 if we don't use them. And it works both ways. If you practice it regularly, you can reverse that decline. Start simple. Lower yourself into a kneeling position, using a sturdy chair or low stool for support. Then practice rising back up, using that support as needed. Even just 2 or 3 transitions a day can build noticeable strength over time. Tip: practice on a carpeted floor or a yoga mat to reduce any stress on your knees. This isn't about flexibility, it's about staying independent. Because, let's be honest, the day you can't get off the floor is the day you stop living on your own terms. Number 1. Towel twist, the 2-minute movement that rewires your body. This final movement, this is the one. It might look simple, almost too simple. You take a towel, you twist, that's it. But in Japan, this daily ritual, sometimes called tenyugi haibiki, is credited by many centenarians as their #1 secret to staying strong, focused, and mobile well into their 90s. And this is the movement linked to that 7-year increase in lifespan we talked about. Here's how it works. You hold a simple hand towel at shoulder height, arms extended, pull outward gently on the towel as if you're trying to tear it in half. This creates tension. Then, slowly twist your torso to one side, keeping your hips facing forward. This is key. Hold for 3 seconds, return to center, twist to the other side, all while maintaining that constant, gentle tension on the towel. That tension, that's the secret. It activates the deep stabilizer muscles in your core, shoulders, and back, muscles that barely fire in typical workouts. Brain scans have shown this movement, with the tension and the twisting, activates both hemispheres of your brain simultaneously. This enhances coordination, memory, and even reaction time. And the stats? In that 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders, those who practiced this towel twist daily for just 2 minutes lived on average 7 years longer. Their grip strength, a key indicator of overall health, stayed above the independence threshold well into their 90s. Their bone density was measured as, on average, 20 years younger than their peers who didn't. Tip: do it first thing in the morning to wake up your brain and spine, and do it again just before bed. It bookends your day with activation and recovery, calming your nervous system and priming your brain. No gym, no noise. Just you, a towel, and 2 minutes that could change everything. Safety first, and a gentle start. Okay, before you rush off, we need to talk. Safety first. Start where you are. If you're dealing with serious joint pain, poor balance, past injuries, or you simply haven't moved much in years, don't worry. You are not behind. You are just getting started. And that is the most important step. These movements are not about perfection. They are about consistency and intention. Here are a few tips to stay safe. Always practice near a wall, a countertop, or a sturdy chair for support, especially with the balance and squat movements. Start with the standing movements first, like the Sampo or the towel twist. For the deep squats or floor transitions, use cushions or supports. Listen to your body, and most importantly, pain is not progress. A little stiffness, okay, sharp shooting, or new pain. Stop. That is your body talking to you. Talk to your doctor or a physical therapist if you have any specific concerns, because aging well isn't about pushing hard. It's about moving smart every single day. The choice to age differently, that starts today. You don't need to move to Japan to age like the Japanese. You just need to move with purpose. What you've seen today, this isn't a workout plan. It's not a trend. It's not anti-aging. It's a return. A return to the natural human movements that we slowly lose in our chair-bound, screen-filled, convenience-driven lifestyle. These 6 movements take less than 15 minutes a day combined. They don't require sweat or willpower or expensive equipment. What they do require is a mindset shift. A shift from trying to fight age to flowing with it intelligently. And here's the real secret. The Japanese elders, they aren't doing these things because they want to live forever. They do them because they want to live well, clear-headed, strong, and independent for as long as life allows. You can start with just one movement, 1 minute, one choice. And that single, simple decision, it could ripple into years of better balance, better brain health, and more vitality. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these 6 movements spoke to you the most? Which one feels like something you can start today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read as many as I can, and I love hearing your stories. And finally, if you found this video valuable and you want to be part of a community that is choosing to age with strength and grace, please consider clicking that subscribe button and the notification bell. We're just getting started, and we have so much more to share. Thank you for watching. Be kind to yourself and move well.